So I was looking up. I was really looking at those stats. I typed in how many Americans play video games. 164 million adults in the United States play video games, and 3/4 of all Americans have at least one gamer in their household. As of 2019, 164 million in the U.S.
It's quite a bit.
How many people are in the U.S.?
330 million.
330 million. So about half. 328.2 million as a, well, this is 2019 for me. Not bad, not bad.
Is this why you're getting PlayStation?
Oh yeah, why are you getting the PlayStation?
I don't know if it's exclusive yet or not. It looks like it's a PlayStation exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure.
Which one?
The Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh.
It's a Harry Potter RPG game.
I don't know anything about it. You want to tell us about it?
Tell you about the Harry Potter game?
Yeah.
I believe it takes place before the timeline of Harry Potter, and you are creating your own characters like your typical RPG game.
Yeah, late 1800s. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, and takes place in the Harry Potter world, so you become a wizard or witch.
Unrealistic. Whatever. You don't drive right through the or you don't go through the train to get into Hogwarts.
Hey, it's probably before the train, because the train was built when they had issues with the Muggles and all that stuff.
Oh.
It was a way for them to hide the fact that they had a school, because the Muggles at one point did know about the Wizarding world.
Did at one point. Looking at the graphics, it's, I don't know. Does it almost look cartoonish to you?
Looks Fable-esque.
Fable-esque. That's a good way to describe it. Fable-esque. It's a little not quite what I was expecting, to say the least. Not bad, but yeah, very Fable-like.
Ooh.
What?
Just keep watching.
Yeah, it gets so good if you just keep watching it.
Why?
It's you basically anything you can imagine in the world of Harry Potter, because you're not just at Hogwarts, you also travel the world and stuff, and it's an open world type game.
Gotcha.
Oh, the ogre.
But it's your normal RPG game like Skyrim, but imagine you're in the Harry Potter universe. Or any of the Elder Scrolls game, I guess.
Any of the okay. So it's relatively open world, or is it fully open world, or just slightly open world with this story, you're continually going down the story path?
There's not a lot of information out yet, because they literally just announced this a month ago.
Okay, gotcha. It'd be interesting to see if they mean open world, like Skyrim open world, or more I want to say, yeah, Borderlands open world-ish, which was, partial open world.
Yeah, it's different areas of the map that are open.
Yeah. Yeah, you can choose to walk over here, but you're going to do this mission pretty much no matter what.
Yeah, you gotta load between the different parts of the map. I don't know, but it looks freaking amazing.
It does actually really nice though. I'll admit the animations and the character, they're the actual design of the game looks pretty nice. You got some weird fights going on.
Yeah, at the end it says PlayStation, so I don't know if it's a strictly PlayStation 5.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
Let's see if I can find anything.
So while you're looking at that, let's talk about Rogue Company, and Mezzy, me and you and Major, I think all of us want to play it, but the new game that Phasmophobia?
Oh, Phasmophobia, yeah.
Phasmophobia, yeah.
Is that a horror game, right?
Yeah,
supposedly.
You're literally Ghost Adventures.
So
what paranormal
paranormal investigators, the ghost hunting shows on.
Yeah, where they have little meters and stuff, and you're oh, there's activity in this direction.
EMF and the electro something readers.
Being an electrician, when they say that shit, I'm dude, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's Ghost, bro. It's not supposed to make sense.
It looks like so much fun, and they did update it, so there are now the possibility of 4 people.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
not
okay,
just because
so
it was just 2-player before, right?
Uh-huh.
Co-op.
yeah, so if we want
Now
to
it's
do a
4.
squad, if we want to do a squad group and do a YouTube video on it, we definitely can.
We definitely could. It would be a
We,
lot of
we
fun.
probably
Hey,
should, to be honest.
I'm on the official Hogwarts Legacy website.
Mhm.
In the Q&A, what platforms will Hogwarts Legacy be on? Hogwarts Legacy will be available for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox family, and PC.
So everything then.
It is all platforms. Well, besides like Nintendo stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah,
One day it'll be there.
I saw a meme and somebody said, well it was like, hey, will Harry Potter be on Nintendo, and then it was like a fake Nintendo, so it was like, yes, all you have to do is buy a PC. And I just laughed at that. It will be Nintendo. All you have to do
That
is
was
buy
for
a PC.
CyberPunk, right?
Yeah, I it may have been
unfortunately,
something like that.
it
Somebody made
is-
that. It was super funny to me. I was like,
it is only single player. Unfortunately,
I just don't know if it, like,
but
a Nintendo Switch wouldn't be able to, like, I feel like it just wouldn't be able to run Cyberpunk with how massive that game is supposed to be.
Uh,
There's no way. Cyberpunk, though, a lot of people are really looking forward to that. Is it getting closer?
supposedly,
release
I
date?
think.
When is the supposed release date? They've already pushed it back, right? So
I don't know if they have one yet.
Cyberpunk release date, it is November 19th, 2020.
Huh.
But we'll see. I'm gonna
soon.
assume with COVID going on and all the pushbacks of all the games that have come around, it might get another one. Most likely, it might get at least one more. But we'll see. But anyway, yes, back to Phasmophobia. We should definitely
Phasmophobia.
do a four man video on that. I think it could be a lot of fun. I've been hearing some people play it. Apparently, it comes in VR as well. You can do it in
I've heard
VR.
it's better in VR. I do not have VR, but
Yeah, I heard it's really fun in VR. So
Makes me really want to buy VR headsets so
VR
I can
headset.
do it.
I've been looking at the Oculus.
I think
Stuff lately.
Turtle down there has a VR set, right?
Yeah, I had an Oculus Quest for a while. I actually ended up selling it weirdly enough because I found myself not using it as often as I wanted to.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of games out for VR, like long term, that you can play a lot, you know.
Well, I mean, now that you've got the option for the Steam Link, like the cable and stuff that comes for, the Quest VR and all the Oculus stuff, you can hook it directly to your PC. Now, granted, that kind of takes away the whole point of the Oculus, at least Quest.
Isn't the Quest
In
to like
terms of-
fully download games onto it and
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
that's what I
Quest,
thought.
the Quest was meant to be a standalone, but I mean, you could technically use it for playing games that were put on your PC. The only downside I see there is that the graphics are not going to be as great as they would be, I don't think, on an actual, HTC Vive or like an Oculus Rift situation that was actually meant to be played on a PC.
Honestly, so the thing is, with the Rift, it still gives you the best overall graphics quality. Just because the Quest is a standalone, they didn't put as much quality into it, and so I think you can only get like 720p. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's
on the
wrong.
Quest.
Yeah.
I don't
Whereas
know.
like
They just announced the Quest 2. I honestly haven't even looked at it
Quest
to
2?
see if it was any
Should
different for me.
Bump it to 1080.
Let me look at it.
Hopefully.
Oculus Quest 2.
I feel like you either really like VR, or the other issue that I always hear about with VR though is people who get motion sick from it, and so that's why they don't use or like using VR. Like Mango said that he gets motion sick from using a VR headset for too long. So I guess their next issue for VR headsets is finding a way to get rid of
That's
the
not
motion
possible.
sickness.
It is possible, but the problem is developers have to figure out a way to trick the brain into understanding that it's static, but thinking that it's moving.
Yeah,
And
no.
that's the hard part of it. I mean,
That's
I know
basically impossible.
like the Facebook developers are working really hard to try to overcome that, to where the uh X and Y coordinates are not as bad in terms of like simulated movement, rather than fluid movement. And a lot I think the biggest problem that I had with movement stuff like that is that it in games that do flying mechanics, for instance, you're moving at a faster speed than you would ever be able to move, and that alone for your brain is hard to reconcile. But when you're not actually moving and your brain thinks you're moving that fast, it makes it even worse.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I'm. It'll be interesting to see how they figure out a way to overcome that. I also think having not like, from when I have used VR, the one or two times when we worked at that store was, you could tell the frame rate of the game was a lot lower, which I think contributes a lot to that. It's like if we were to play games in 30 FPS, like it just hurts your eyes, and I think that's the same thing for people who get motion sick. Is putting on the goggles and then having like a low FPS also kind of fucks with you, where you're kind of like, oh, this is my eyes kind of hurt. I feel motion sick, and I think that could also probably contribute to it.
So on the Quest 2, per eye, it's 1832 by 1920 pixels. So I mean,
So it's a little over 1080. Just barely.
it's a little over, yeah. But they might smooth it back just because it is VR. But I mean, that's better. It's
better than what it was. 100%.
and at $299 and $399 for 64 and 256 gigs, like that's doable
Go ahead.
for like a family item. I don't think is a gamer necessarily. I think it's more of like a family fun activity.
Yeah,
Because there's just not enough to do where like your competitive gamer is like, yeah, I want to get into VR. Like it's just almost a party trick to me.
Yeah, there's not enough good VR games out that are like. There's only a couple that I would be interested in playing at all.
Like that Walking Dead game, Saints and Sinners. That game looks incredible.
Let's see.
The issue is, yeah, I feel like, to get VR to be off the ground, they need some sort of, definitely, I think you said it right, is some sort of competitive type game that brings attention to it, or a constant want to play it. Like the Halo series was Xbox's thing for a while, right? Like that's what drove people to buy an Xbox for a good bit. Then they eventually developed like Gears of War and all that stuff, and PlayStation has all of its exclusives that people are willing to buy the PlayStation for. VR needs to maybe not find an exclusive, but needs to hitch a ride onto something on Xbox's, series, and find a game that people will be like, oh, I'll buy VR for that game,
We want to be immersed in the world.
Exactly.
Give us an open world game.
I think if they could find a way to make Skyrim open world and in VR,
There's Skyrim in VR.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why isn't that more popular?
I don't know.
Because it was really janky.
Yeah, it was
it was more of like a VR port, like in better terms.
That makes sense.
So it has some VR qualities to it, but at the same time,
I'm saying like if they could make a game run well on the VR that's like an open world Skyrim or Fable or something along those lines, like an RPG type game, because obviously it's VR. Like, let's be real here.
Because they announced Elder Scrolls 6, like what was it, last year?
Yeah,
so that's a possibility for it to be on VR, since it's a new game.
I think if they could do that, I think that'll help make VR take off a bit.
The biggest problem,
dude, if it was an RPG game in VR, like quality VR RPG game, I would probably buy one, just because
it'd be so much fun. Yeah. You'd
like,
finally get to be the guy that wields the swords and goes.
Yeah, that's like one of the reasons we play video games, is to go into another world.
Exactly.
And you can like almost physically go there. It's not quite freaking Sword Art Online status, but you're
one day
there.
One day. Yeah, one day.
If it was our lifetime, but fuck.
I wouldn't even be mad if they took out our logout button. Like, I'd be like,
oh,
is this a dream come true? Because this is a dream come true. You're telling me I die if I die, and I can't really feel it?
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty sick.
Would you want to do like season 1 of SAO though, where if you die, you actually die?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
your brain gets microwaved.
Yeah.
The other option is they could do like Iron Man mode, right? Where like if you die, you have to start a new character entirely.
Yeah,
and then...
I would do that.
I mean, obviously, I think anybody would do that realistically. Like nobody. Nobody really wants to
And if,
die in
like-
a headset. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think people would
Messi,
actually
don't you
play
even
that.
do that face.
Competitive freaking sword fighting online where if you die and get your arm chopped off, it actually falls off in real life.
Oh god.
Just kills the nerve
Just
ending so that you
lops
can't
it.
use it
Yeah,
anymore.
like a ghost arm. It's just gone.
Dude, that you know like the Ready Player One where he's got the bodysuit on,
Uh-huh.
and so like if you get your arm chopped off, what it would do is cause the suit to lock up, where you can't move your arm at all, and it just like you're just like stuck like that. So you have to use your other arm to try to do anything. That'd be
Dang, you know,
cool.
like a full bodysuit VR. Or I
Yeah.
guess it'd be VR because it would be AR. It would be VR, but if the suit, like actually locked up, like you got hit in
Yeah.
the leg, and then it's simulated not like full pain, but your leg locks up if you get hit by like an arrow and the freaking took an arrow to the knee.
So you
and
can't
then-
you can't run. You have to like limp.
Yeah,
They should use electrical impulses and just give you a massive cramp.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd still do
the
it,
problem
man.
with that
Just
is
take you out.
stopping someone's heart.
That's true.
Yeah, you sign a waiver.
Guys, play at your own risk, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not
Well, that's
going.
like
Exactly.
people. That's like games putting epilepsy warnings in, right? Like people who have
Very true.
epilepsy still play games, and it's like, well, there's epilepsy in this, so just be careful. Don't have a seizure, you know.
Sometimes you just gotta send it for the boys.
Yeah, it's taking the risk.
It's like Messi being allergic to dairy and still proceeding to eat.
Well,
and
not
drink
dairy,
anyway.
gluten.
Gluten, whatever.
Oh, he's gluten
Gluten
free.
intolerant
Very
proceeds to
different.
continue to eat it. He's just like, fuck it, may as well.
Like, man, pizza is just, it slaps.
Very different, but very similar. No, but yeah, I think if we ever got to VR, like a full VR suit, that'd be cool.
Have you seen those
They
ones?
do.
Dude, I get those freaking ads on. I think it's on Instagram. It's like a vest, and it vibrates and shit when you get shot. I'm
Yep.
Like a laser tag vest.
kind of, yeah, but it like hooks up to your PC, and it supposedly can sense where you're getting shot from in games, and will vibrate. I'm like,
That's cool.
I don't. If it was VR, cool, but when I'm sitting at a freaking desk, I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
be like, what the
weird.
hell just happened?
Be like,
turning
you
around.
shot in the back, be like, what
Like
the fuck?
I got a freaking spider crawling down my back or something.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Oh, dude, you get in one of those horror games where it's like you get one of those scenes where the character is getting crawled on by spiders, and you just have it like slowly vibrate across. Ooh, that'd be whack.
Even owning spiders, that scares
Fear
me.
Factor
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Fear Factor
they-
Online.
There's a company out there called. I'm probably gonna, screw
Butcher
this
it.
up. It's Woojer, Woojer. They actually do have the
A shock
Vest
thing, right?
Edge, which is technically for it. It emits like bass rather than anything else to simulate,
Getting
touch.
hit.
which is interesting.
I thought there was somebody or somewhere that you could do a vest thing, but they give you like actual shocks. Like if you were playing a shooter game, you got shot, like it would shock you where you got hit. I thought somebody said, I could have sworn I heard somebody say that they have one of those somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if somebody did make one, honestly.
I just want an omnidirectional treadmill.
What?
An omnidirectional treadmill
Honestly,
for
that'd be kinda fun.
VR.
Yeah, for
Omni-
VR, like
Omni
just
does-
like Ready Player One. Dude, honestly, Ready Player One is like the ideal. Like that's where we want to be in the future for video games and how we play
Yeah,
them.
that's
That is
exactly where we
is
want to be.
perfect.
The
Carry a prop gun when you're playing shooters and stuff, and
Yeah.
Omni does make a quote unquote treadmill. It's not necessarily a treadmill, but it's a machine that you can stand in. You wear like socks or their specific shoes. They're kind of like bulletproof,
Oh yeah, the
and
little.
you can actually sprint and run through it.
It's like an oval one, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Not gonna lie. We need that to be gaming.
Oh.
affordable.
Hey, I actually found the boot suit from Ready Player One.
you really?
It's called Tesla suit.
Tesla suit. Yeah, that
Haptic
could be.
feedbacks, motion capture, biometrics.
Biometrics, fancy.
Yo, that's cool. Honestly, I'm really hoping somebody. I want to say like Elon Musk, but like he's the only one that I can think of.
Oh,
that would-
he's nerdy, so he probably would do
yeah,
it.
I'm really hoping somebody with a lot of money decides to sink some money into VR and give it the jump start it needs to get us to that point in gaming. Because, dude, whoever's first to get us there definitely will own gaming for a
It's
good
gonna be
while.
Bezos.
Dude,
You
somebody
think so?
somebody needs to do
Yeah.
it, man. Whoever does it first absolutely will run the gaming market for a good long while.
It
'Cause-
just seems too weird to want to freaking get into that.
Did you see the video of him having like the Dr. Octopus arms?
Yeah, shaking someone's hand and stuff.
Yeah, the evil laugh that he had with it.
Yeah, the evil
Yeah,
laugh.
He's a
I saw
take over the
that.
world kind of guy.
Dude, it'll be fun. Because if you think about it, I mean, they are doing the New World, that game, so he's dipping his fingers. He's just barely dipping his fingers into the gaming world of I'm gonna
Dabbling.
create new
Because
world.
he knows there's money there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a huge market. So maybe if he gets a good enough taste of money and income there, because he has Twitch as well. You know, he's making bank off Twitch too. He might be willing to invest in something
Doesn't
like
Twitch
VR.
lose money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it brings in
Twitch actually does lose money, but it does bring
a ton of
Amazon customers.
yeah.
It's a
True.
they
Win,
make more money
lose?
that way anyway.
Lose win?
Lose win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
some.
It,
Yeah, isn't um your Twitch Prime like $65?
unless you're a student, I think it is $60, yeah.
Amazon Prime?
$60.
Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, $60 a year, I think.
So I mean, if you're using your free sub every month,
You get the full
That
60
pays
out of
for
it.
That's $70 or
Like-
yeah, $60.
that's
Mhm.
literally a free.
It's a free year subscription to whoever you want
Yeah.
every year. And then on top of that, you get all the Amazon movies,
2-day
music,
shipping.
2-day shipping. You get all the benefits of Amazon itself. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, that's for sure. But-
Jesus.
You're more inclined to use Amazon's website, which makes them a fuck ton of money because now everybody's going to use Amazon to sell their shit. And so that makes
you
them
can,
a
you
lot
can
more
buy
money.
everything on Amazon. Like the first thing that comes up, you Google, you want to look for something, and Amazon's the first 10 links.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm taking some marketing classes, and we're looking at like page authority and all that kind of stuff for like search engine optimization and stuff. And it's funny because like Amazon is obviously the like who they look
Hey-
at now, right? And
Hey,
they're like,
Google for
they're like,
everything.
look, you don't try to compete against Amazon because Amazon's gonna win. They're like, they have the page set up to be the number one in page authority via Google links, stuff like that. And it's not like they pay Google. Google, their engine and stuff is actually AI driven apparently, and the AI determines which pages should be placed higher up on the web page, and you like adjust your page's algorithm to potentially rank better by the AI standards. And the AI standard is like over 200 things or something like that. They say it's a black box. Google doesn't know how it works either. But it's like over 200 factors that the AI determines, and like it'll change and like randomly, like every other week it may be something different. But that's how it determines page authority. It also works off of links. So like so many people's websites link to Amazon to buy things that it makes Amazon a higher authority on the page list, which is why it shows up at the top so often.
Backlinks.
Yeah, tag links. It's entertaining, but yeah, Amazon is fucking anything you need, Amazon's got it.
It's like the black market, but not.
Yeah, it's the legal black market.
Well, and don't
quite
forget
literally.
it's Prime Day today.
Oh, it is.
Is it really?
I got the email, but I didn't even bother to look when it was.
There was a lot of good stuff on today. Echo
does
Dot's
Prime-
only
what does Prime
only
Day mean?
19 bucks.
Does it just means
You-
everything
you
like
need
cheaper
Echo
or
Dot?
some shit?
You get like exclusive deals.
Yeah.
For having Amazon Prime.
Gotcha.
God, it feels like an Amazon ad in this channel.
Seriously.
And for our daily dose of don't buy Amazon, your Echo Dots are listening to you, and they keep an audio file of everything that you say in their presence. And Amazon has full rights to that audio.
What is it? They've recently released it's like an Echo Amazon drone that flies around your house and records you all day. You can buy it.
What?
Yeah, it will
No,
fly.
that's not what it's made for.
Yeah, it is. It's to follow
No.
you around.
It's made via security system.
That's not what
Uh,
I read.
It hooks up. It hooks up to your cameras and your security system. Anytime it detects motion,
It
the
takes
drone
off and
takes off and
flies
tries
down.
to find it.
That's
What
freaking.
the
That's
fuck?
fancy, dude. That's fucking hella fancy.
Bro, I don't trust that at all. You're
You
gonna
walk
be
home.
boning one night, and all of a sudden your drone just opens your door, and it's like, "Hey, motherfuckers, we're streaming to Amazon
motion
headquarters."
detected. Okay,
Your
so
FBI agents just
the
sitting there
Ring
like,
drone, is that what it is? The Ring
Yeah.
drone is the latest
'cause
Amazon
Amazon-
privacy puzzle box.
Yeah, Amazon. Ring, so.
Yo,
I don't think this is what I saw though. I feel like it was something else that I saw.
Mezzy,
But maybe it is this. Maybe it was
What?
this.
do you have a pair of the Beats Pro wireless earphones?
"No."
They're on sale on Amazon for 30% off for Prime Day.
You wanna know what I've got? Black Pods, baby. AirPods Pro in black.
I do the night the
I
Pro
still
ones are
use
freaking
regular
sick.
earbuds.
I think you just threw them away.
Let me put it this way: I still buy the $5 earbuds from the store when I go
God,
past the
you
stores.
disgust me.
I
And
like.
to be- my most recent pair, one of them broke, so I just cut it off, and I only had one.
I like
Mezzy's
the
face of
freaking,
disgust.
I like the Beats ones though because of the loop, the ear loop. They don't fall out.
I need those for like jogging and stuff. I can't stand running with
exactly what
regular
they're for.
earbuds. Yeah, I
Makes
can't
it
stand regular earbuds. They always pop out when you go jogging or something.
There you go.
See,
I don't
me and
have
Major,
that problem with the AirPod Pros.
have that je ne sais quoi because we bought Audio Technica, so we know what good sounds like, and we refuse to buy cheap shit now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So much better than the rest of us, yeah.
Yeah, we are. This is like PC over console. Like you guys
Yeah.
are plebs right now, and we're
We're in
just
the earbud
fucking
wars.
Dude,
master race.
I'm just saying, man. The Astro 850s have treated me very well. I
for way
appreciate the
too
sound
long.
quality.
But wait till you get a pair of Audio Technicas, and you're just gonna cream.
All right, that'll be my
Everything
my
changes.
next headset. Then I'll buy Audio Technicas. I bought one. I bought those open ear ones, and I hated them. I think
That's
the
what
sound
these
quality
are.
was. I hated them so much. Yeah, those I hated those.
Well,
Those-
They were disgusting. The audio quality was awful to me.
Those were the ones where I was like, oh my god. I heard a cav below us on theme park, and I was like, she's coming up these staircases. And I immediately turn around, fucking 3 seconds later, she comes around the corner, just full force. I'm like, yeah, that was a $300 well spent.
That was $30 well
We were
spent.
playing Warzone. I don't know. It was probably a couple months ago, and I heard a chest in the top of the tower in one of the fire departments, and I was like running straight to it, and Mezzy was like, "Wait, what are you doing?" I was like, "There's a chest up there." He's like, "Holy
Oh
shit!" you can hear
yeah,
that?"
Yeah.
Basically.
that was while I had these.
Yeah, and he's like, "Fuck, I missed my freaking 1000 X's."
They're broken, just sitting in my closet. I can see them from here. That's depressing.
I'm trying to find which ones it was. Oh, here, Audio Technica's the
The one with the mic on it?
ADG1X.
Yeah, it's the one with the mic on it.
Yeah, I did not enjoy those.
Yeah, that's why.
What?
It's because you didn't have the standalone mic. Those
He
ones
didn't
are
have a- he didn't-
shit.
What are you talking about? The standalone? I have a standalone mic.
He has one now, so I would get the.
I've had one. I just didn't have a mic arm. It's
Oh,
not
I
the
would
mic
get-
that I didn't care for. I didn't like the
Look,
audio
actually,
quality.
if you don't like open back, I wouldn't get these.
Yeah, no, I did not like the open back. That was
It's-
weird.
It takes a lot to get used to, but dude, it's so much better.
I gotta
True.
disagree, man. I
Can't
disagree.
confirm.
I disagree. Having tried them, I could
closed
not.
back ones if you want to get that and be a little bitch.
I like closed back, man. What can I say? I like my audio all going into my ears and not to the rest of the world.
It
all
goes
right?
in. You can take in other stuff so you can hear people.
Nah,
You
I
can
don't
hear
need
how
to
loud
hear
you're
other
being.
people.
You can
Fuck
hear
that.
how loud you're being.
I don't give a shit. That's why I have a giant
I-
ass rug in my room. All right.
I
That's why
prefer to
have
be
curtains and we get foam pads on the walls so we can be as loud as we want. All right.
blissfully ignorant and
Exactly.
accept that other people are at fault, not me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
put in
Look,
some freaking earplugs. You don't need to hear me.
Exactly,
honestly,
bro.
just turn up your
mad
music.
Don't get mad at me because I'm enjoying life. All right, go enjoy your own life somewhere else.
shaking
it.
my head, bro. Just buy some fucking soundproofing panels.
Exactly.
You can get
Soundproof
'em
your
on.
room.
You can get 'em on Amazon for like $10.
Exactly. Wow.
For
I
10.
think they're yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
Get
Sound
10 for 10.
I think you can get 140 for
sound
$120.
soundproofing wall panels. 12 a 2 by 12 by 12 pack for $35.
Yeah, I think of that. That's 12 feet.
Yeah.
12 by 12 feet.
I think that's not awful.
Wait, is it inches or feet?
It's now I'm looking at the measurements. It doesn't give me a. It doesn't say.
What are
They're
you looking at?
usually
2
a
by 12
foot
by
by
12.
foot.
So yeah,
Yeah, they're
I'm
usually 1 by
assuming 12. I'm assuming. Well, because it's a bunch of squares. It's a 12
Yeah.
pack of each one. Yeah,
12 pack
would
of
assume.
what was the details?
12 pack, 2 by 12 by 12.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So it's 1 foot by 1 foot and 2 inches deep.
Yep.
I've done the math, and to cover up 2 of my walls, it would take approximately 148 of those.
Are you
Like from
building a
top
sound
to
studio?
bottom and left to right.
Like, I want to do 2 walls, so the 2 walls that are facing my roommates, I want to completely cover those so that I can't hear them, they can't hear me, and just life is that much better.
Make it like one of those rooms where you get like go all paranoid from there being no sound.
Oh yeah,
You seen
yeah,
those?
The
basically.
sensory deprivation chambers.
Yeah, but well, yeah, but it's like even worse than like the ones where it's just pitch black because it has the special foam, but it's like specially designed. It's like you can basically hear your fucking blood flowing inside of you and shit.
Oh, that's weird. That's cool though.
It's
yeah,
like
you can get
spending
some of
more than
those,
like
so.
15 minutes in there is like bad for your health.
Really?
World's quietest room.
Yo, you know what I want? If I were to ever get rich, I would make one of those like the ultra black rooms. They have like the Venta black walls or whatever the fuck it is, where it
You
like
just
eliminates
freaking
all
can't see
lights.
anything.
You can't see anything, dude. It is like walking into a black hole room and you have nothing but a game monitor in front of you, and you just get so like hyper focused on that because you can't see anything else. There's no light. It is pitch black, and it is like there is nothing but the game in front of you, bro. Imagine how good you would play.
That'd
You would be
kinda
there.
nice.
There'd be nothing to focus on but that. Those would be cool as hell. I would get one of those or make one of those. I guess they're probably really expensive to make, but
Yeah, it would be really expensive.
getting that special black paint and everything. Yeah, it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called Venta Black or something like that.
Vanta Black.
Yeah.
Is it Vanta VA?
Yeah.
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 Or Black 2.0 is the only. That's the consumer version.
Black 2.0. Gotcha.
Yeah, you can't buy Vanta Black. But I just the article I sent, it says that the longest someone has spent in this chamber is 55 minutes, and most people who go in can only last a few seconds. Or it
Seconds.
says like yeah, like because it's just not something you've ever experienced before. It's like some people can last 30, some can only last a few seconds.
I want to try it. I
I don't
want
know
to try
where. I
it.
think it's in the UK.
That sounds
It sounds awesome.
wonderful.
Well, it's in Washington.
Oh, so we could go there and try it.
It looks incredible.
It says the background noise is negative 20 decibels.
You said you typed in "world's quietest room."
Yeah.
Whoa. It looks weird.
Yeah, it's freaking gnarly.
Is that what the mesh like? Like you just stand in it?
No, yeah. So it's every single surface is besides the door is those sound absorbing panels. They said it's used for testing sound something,
That's
but
whack,
people can
dude.
they allow people to go in it.
If it didn't look so creepy, like it was gonna be like some sort of the start of a like movie of a demon or something like that,
Yeah,
like
here it says
I might
it's,
be more inclined to. But
uh,
it's like what that looks like the door to hell right there, bro. You walk into that room and that's just like Satan is gonna come through the walls.
See, it's
says
just
Microsoft uses it
red-legged.
for audio equipment such as microphones, receivers, headphones, and speakers, and to analyze clicks and hums from computing devices like keyboards, mice, fans, touch panels, blah blah blah.
Interesting. That's cool. Oh, talk about the go back to talking about everything but games. Going back to games real quick.
Yeah.
Talking about Rogue Company. You guys been enjoying Rogue Company?
Rogue Company is the shit. It's like
It's
the
a lot
only
of
game
fun.
it's really the only game I've been playing for like the last 2 weeks. Played COD a little bit, but Rogue Company is just way too much fun.
I
Yeah.
have to admit, from a game design student perspective, I've said this to you guys a couple of times, but like, I know Mezzy appreciates this as well because he's seen it. But the map design from Rogue Company is like, I would say very exceptional. It is very well done compared to most games because they have that
are you
like hitbox
talking-
past the walls, so you can't
Okay.
do like pixel angle stuff, you know. And coming from Siege, a bunch of Siege players who
Yeah.
the whole game was nothing but pixel angles. Going to a game like that, trying to do pixel angles on people, and then realizing the walls are absorbing your bullets because the hitbox expands like another inch or two out. It totally changes the way you play the game. Where you think, oh, third-person camera is overpowered, but in reality, it's like, well, you have a lot of extra room to move around and play from. You know?
Yeah, the third person camera is just information
Yeah.
purposes. It's really not any sort of advantage.
And the map design works around the third person perspective, where all of the maps are designed to not give one side too much of an advantage, if that makes sense. Like normally when it comes to third person games, like if you think of like PUBG third person, right? Like that was like impossible to fucking push people inside of buildings and stuff because you just couldn't even get close. They just sit there and
Shotguns
wait.
on stairs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas in like Rogue Company, like it works very well because you can see them before they can shoot you. So you have enough time to like mentally react and be like, oh, I need to aim and start shooting now. So I have to give props to Rogue Company for that, of excellent map design, like doing a very good job of adjusting the map around the third person camera. And honestly, I don't feel like any of the characters' abilities are like ridiculously overpowered. Like they all relatively do what they're supposed to do well. I would say that maybe like someone like Trench or something like that probably needs a buff though. Like the barbed wire is just
Not a single
useless.
hit to take it out, and
it's kind of useless. Yeah, like you throw barbed wire down and somebody throws a nade at it and it's like all gone. Or somebody walks through and punches it once and it's all gone. You're like, well, that was useless. I honestly
for the
think
most part, it's all pretty balanced. I would say.
yeah, I agree
Especially
with
like
that.
the characters, because like we all play different characters, but we all play multiple different characters.
Yeah,
And there's almost no overlap in between all of our multiple characters, which
Yeah.
means they're all useful. It's not like Siege where, oh, let's use all the freaking OG operators because they're the best.
yeah, right. Like, oh, Mira's on the board. Well, why are we not playing Mira? She can hold down an entire side of the map without doing
Yeah.
anything. Yeah,
And
I-
you're playing the same operators every single time, and with a Rogue Company, you never know what you're gonna get.
yeah, right. It's like based on the map. I know you said this today, and I know. I mean, I agree with that. Is depending on the map, I choose a different character for different
Mhm.
situations. It's
Or,
like
what
it's
you're feeling,
interesting.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
oh,
Like
I'll play these two characters, but I'm kind of feeling this one more. I like their gadget more, just for what I'm playing like right now. But
yeah, they did an excellent job. I will not deny that. I think that game is very well done, surprisingly, and for being free to play, which for anybody that's listening, it's free to play on Epic Game Store right now. It's definitely worth picking up. That's for sure.
yeah, and when you buy, or when you, I guess not buy it because you get it for free, but it's not like you're stuck. Oh, everyone gets to play this one character. Where
Yeah.
some games it's like you only get 1 or 2 characters. They give you 6, so you can kind of
Yeah.
dip your toes in and see what you want. And I think you can. I think in the practice you can even test out all of the characters. I'm not 100% sure.
Did the practice force you to play Ronin?
That's
The
just
tutorial
that's the
does.
The tutorial, gotcha.
But
Okay.
in the practice, you can in the shooting. I'm gonna
All
pull
of
it up
them are
right now.
unlocked?
Actually,
Because I think that's how it is in
launch-
Valorant too. In Valorant, in the practice, I think you can play all of them. I think even if you don't have them unlocked, and you can
Yeah.
test out their abilities and stuff like that.
I'm gonna launch right now and see if I can play as Dahlia because she's the only character I don't have.
If you can do that,
this-
then yeah.
Yeah,
Props
it's
to them for
launching.
doing that, for letting you test that out.
Decide who you want to unlock next. That would be
Yeah,
yeah, I
without
don't
wasting your
think-
money. Yeah, or well, I say wasting your money, wasting your in-game currency
Your-
that you get
yeah,
from
your
playing.
time. It takes forever to unlock characters in this game. So knowing if I unlock this person, I'm gonna play them.
Yeah.
As opposed to let me unlock them to try them out, and then
Oh,
you end up hating
crap.
them. But
Yeah. Like, oh, that was a waste of 12 hours of playtime. I'll only play
Yeah.
for another 12 hours to unlock another one. Yeah.
okay, I'm launching it right now.
I think there's a lot of
Um,
games that don't think about those kinds of things.
Yes, I can play
Um,
as Dahlia.
Okay, so you can play as any character. That's nice. There's a lot of games that don't take into consideration making people or characters, if you're gonna keep them locked and they have to grind to unlock them, letting people try them out in a particular, like in a practice match, something like imagine if Siege back in the day when you first got Siege, if Siege had allowed you to try out the different characters before you unlocked them and then figured out, well, I'm never gonna play Glass, but I'm new to the game. I thought he was gonna be cool as hell because
He's a sniper.
dude, yeah, I'm like, dude, when I first got Siege, I got Glass and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a sniper. I'm like, I love sniping in games, and then I'm like, Siege is absolutely no use for Glass at the time.
Mhm.
So, imagine if, Siege had done that, right? It'd be so much better. You'd know who you want to unlock, and then eventually you'll unlock them all anyway, because, what else are you gonna do? Things like that. So, I think a lot more games should take note. Rogue Company did that pretty well. Any thoughts, Mezzy, for you on
Nah,
Rogue Company?
you guys are covering it. I'm still new with the game. I do like how easy it was to pick up.
Yeah,
But
anybody can pick it up and play it, and then currently I don't. There might be skill-based matchmaking. I don't know, because sometimes we just stomp kids, but then other times it's very close, or we get the shit kicked out of us.
Yeah.
But so if they do add a ranked playlist, that'd be cool. But it is easy to pick up because there's a few of the characters who are easy to play with as a newcomer, but also if you're skilled, you can use them in ways that you wouldn't instead know about.
Yep.
So even like
True.
I guess the mastery level type stuff, you actually do master the characters, even though they're like the newbie
Time
characters.
Blade, yeah.
Like Ronin, everyone's like, oh, the noobs play Ronin, but she's freaking good if you know how to use her right.
Yeah. That knife can one hit down. That knife can deny a revive. That knife can deny an entryway. It can do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you like to do the whole typical throw the knife and then shoot it as soon as it lands to get that extra damage off around the corner.
Yeah, either get damage or if you get it close to them enough, it'll down them instantly. So
Yeah.
there's just
Just
things like that.
Advanced
Yeah.
techniques that you can use, even though the idea of the gadget is simple, but it can be used in various ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I'll admit I've been happy since I picked up Rogue Company. I was not thinking I was gonna enjoy it that much.
And
I was
Same.
like,
I've
eh.
not ran into any cheaters in
That we
my
know
over
of.
over
Those
2
we
months
know
of
of,
playing.
yeah.
I mean, so it's kind of hard, I guess, as a third person. You can't tell when people are freaking aim locking and stuff. But,
And no kill cams.
and that's one thing I wish there was
Kill cams?
Yes, at least down cam, I guess. When you get downed, and then whenever you get finished, if you do get finished, you can see how you were downed. Because sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, where did that nade come from? Like I never even knew. Or
Yes,
where did I
I've
get
had
shot
that.
from? And it's like I would like to know that.
I want to know
Hello.
those angles that they're
Yeah, like
using.
okay,
Yeah.
I was in this corner. How did I get hit from that? How did I get hit? I don't even know where I got down from. I would like to know where I was getting hit from and presenting myself to not do it in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be an
So.
interesting addition to the game. It could be. Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be. It obviously, if the round ends quickly, then it would just cut it off. But if you get the chance to see it, it could be nice.
Yeah, just like a down cam, basically. Whenever
3
how you got
seconds before
downed,
you went
if you
downed.
died, yeah. If you died, however you got downed that
Yeah.
previous life, whatever. You know what
That
I mean?
could, yeah. That'd be good. Well, that's all that I have. I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to bring up.
No, all I had for tonight was just the Harry Potter thing. I didn't know if you guys had seen that yet or not.
I had not, but
It
that'll
was-
be.
That's gonna be cool.
It's
I'm really
definitely
excited for
something-
that.
Yeah, my girlfriend is extremely into Harry Potter, and I showed her that, and she was like, "We have to buy it." I'm like,
We have
I
to
was
buy
already.
it.
I saw the trailer, and I was already thinking that. That's why I sent you it.
I bet both of
then-
my sisters will be into it. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
It's okay. So quick stats. I was looking this up earlier today. This may be a lie. You can look this up. I don't know. This was something that I saw earlier. Because I was talking with Mezzy. We were talking about how many people really play like specific games, and we were talking about like Siege, right? I was like, because they said they had banned 4,000 cheaters this season or whatever, and I was like, that doesn't seem like a lot for the amount of players that they have. I was trying to find stats on how many players they had like actively playing, and only on the Steam, which is not their main platform. That's like, I would say that's like the third and last platform that's used, right? It's like
Uplay.
Xbox, Uplay, and then Steam if you bought it from Steam. On Steam alone, they had 75,000 average users, with the peak being 151,000. So if that's their least used, we'll use the number of 75 since that was the average. 4,000 of 75,000
That's a lot.
seems
of
like a
cheaters.
lot, but that's the number is low for how many people are playing, but the number is low to how many cheaters I feel like there actually are.
And you're also not taking into account it's most likely multiple accounts, not
Yeah.
an individual cheater. It's someone using, oh, I got banned in this account, I have 10 other ones I'm going to use. So
Exactly. Yeah.
there's probably realistically, out of those 4,000, it's like a couple hundred. and
It
they all
feels
just
like when
get
I
banned
play the
multiple
game,
times.
it almost feels like when I'm playing the game that there's like 20 to 30% of the player population is cheating. And not like blatant cheating, but like closet cheating. Like when they start to lose the game, then they toggle on until they tie or they win, right? Like just small toggle cheats. Because
Yeah.
they said that they'd banned 4,000 cheaters, both blatant and closet cheating. And I was like, obviously 20-30% is probably very exaggerated, but that's what it feels like, where it's kind of like, it just feels like such a large population of that player base
Well,
is cheating.
With your 4,000 accounts banned on 75,000, that's
That's
18,
just Steam.
That's 18.75, so 18.75%.
The 20%,
So it's about
almost
20%.
that's just the Steam platform. That's not including the Uplay or the Xbox one, which we know Xbox has its own issues with DDoSing and all that kind of
DDoSing and
stuff.
mouse and keyboard on console.
And mouse
all
and
that fun
keyboard,
stuff.
yeah. And then Uplay has its own issues of God knows what, but they've got a lot of
Yeah,
people
with
there, you
the
know.
usual PC cheaters.
Because you can have, I mean, I have 2 accounts linked on Uplay, and I don't have to re-download the game. So it's literally just, I have the game files, I just make a new account with a new
Exactly.
email and log in.
Yeah, you don't gotta waste your time re-downloading.
Exactly. And who knows, I'm sure there's cheats to automatically level your account to level 50, so you don't actually have to play
Is
newcomer
it
and all
50
that.
now?
It's
Yeah.
50 now, yeah. So it
You
went
play
from,
ranked?
it was 20 to 30, then 30 to 50. So now
Man,
it's
I haven't-
50.
I haven't played in a long time. When I last played, it was 20.
Yeah,
play ranked.
I think it's like, I want to say like 20 hours or more of Paris Hunt before you actually even get close to being able to.
Ugh.
Wow,
It's bad.
brutal.
It's brutal for a legitimate player making like an alternate account. It is brutal,
That's so rough.
which I think is why the buying accounts is becoming a
Didn't
more of a
they-
thing.
Yeah, didn't they say something about people having multiple accounts?
They said smurfing is now a bannable offense. The issue is it's hard to
Unless you're
prove.
tracking IPs, how are you gonna know?
Not even that, because like professional players play on alternate accounts, and they play on alternate accounts to avoid people like throwing and stream
sniping, all that
sniping and
fun
all that stuff, right? When they're playing off stream and stuff like that, they just want to play the game. They don't want people messing with them. So you can't ban them for playing on an alternate account, and people could easily claim, oh, it's my alternate account, I'm just not playing well on it, or I play with bad friends, or any number of
I want
excuses.
to play with my friends, but
I'm too high of a
they're
rank. Yeah.
way below me in rank. So
Yeah, exactly. So there's any number of excuses. So I have yet to see or hear anything about them actually banning people for having a Smurf account. But
I mean, we still haven't gotten banned, and I know both of us have at least 2 accounts installed.
I have 3
I have
accounts,
3.
but I also
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have 3 accounts, but me and Matt have 2 installed right now. I
2
think.
games, yeah, 2. Yeah, I
have
have
2 games
Uplay's
installed.
version and
Oh, wait, do
Steam's
I?
installed.
I know I have Steam installed.
Because
But-
mine doesn't let me use the same Uplay like launch. Because I've got 2 accounts through Uplay, but it makes me install 1 per like hard drive.
That's
Wait,
weird.
what?
My
Yeah.
account 2
So
and 3
if-
for me use the same Uplay launch, and then my Steam
Yeah.
one.
So if you bought your first account through Steam, you still have to log in through Uplay, but it launches through Steam. Then any other account after
Yeah.
that you buy through Uplay, and all the rest of the ones on Uplay launch through Uplay.
I'll have to get that figured out then. Probably why my hard drive space is so shit.
So how
Yeah.
many do you have installed?
Right now I only have 2.
So
Made you install
okay,
3 when you had the third account?
Yeah, that's whack.
That's weird.
You should
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 just be able to just
uninstall
log
and then
in.
reinstall. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
log into your other third account. It should just launch.
But going back to the point that I was originally going to make with all that, which was we were curious about how many like people percentage play games, and like looking at this, I have it up right now. It says as of 2018, so this isn't even 2020, but 2018, 67% of Americans, 211 million people play video games at least on at least one type of device. So that does include mobile.
That includes the Candy Crush moms and stuff.
But 67%
It's a
is a
game.
lot of people. That's almost. I mean, that is the majority, but that's a large majority of Americans playing games. So if that just goes to put it in perspective how big the industry really is and how far it reaches.
Especially
So.
not just the game itself. Even if you're playing a free game, the people who spend all the freaking
Money.
in-game purchases and stuff, it's like, oh my god.
Dude, you know how many times I've seen moms buy like extra lives for Candy Crush when it was a popular thing?
Or like
I
those
was
puzzle
like,
games where
yeah.
it's like, oh, you get an extra key as a hint for your puzzle. Just $5. Oh, it's not that bad. I get it past this level. Well, it
Exactly.
accumulates, but
Yep. It accumulates.
I spend too much on free games. I'm just gonna stay out of this conversation.
It happens, dude.
I
I'm
did at
trying to
one
think.
point in my life, and then I transitioned my spending habits to PC games, so it didn't really help that much.
No. I've just said the one purchase in my entire gaming history that I will never regret and got way more than I paid for was Smite the God Pack and getting all the gods and all the future gods for free. I paid once, it was like $35 for a free game, and I got all the gods unlocked, and I get any god that they put into the game from here until the end of time, I get them automatically for free. And I played that game.
When was the last time you played Smite?
It's been a while since I played Smite. I'll admit that. But for the time when I did play, I played that for a solid like
It was a popular game
5-6 years. I played that for 5 to 6 years, and I paid $35 once. And I had everything from there on out. And I was like,
Pretty good.
without a doubt, that is the best purchase in history that I've ever made for games.
Money well spent.
Let's see, when was
Unlike
Smite
fucking
released?
Anthem,
2014.
Division
Yeah.
2.
Oh my god.
I did not buy
Talk
Anthem.
about
I knew that was gonna fail.
Talk about Ubisoft just shafting everyone. My god.
I knew Anthem was not gonna be a pretty game. I just looked at it and was like,
They
I
were
don't see
guaranteeing
it.
too much. They were saying what they said was just too much.
well, my thing was I had just recently had Destiny 2. Mello convinced me to buy Destiny 2, and I was like, Destiny 2 was not fun. I was like, it was stupid grindy for the same things, and I was like, it not fun. It's not the grindy that I enjoy.
Games.
I don't mind grindy games as long as there's more than one. The type of grindiness that Destiny was, I did not enjoy. I was like, I don't like seeing the same things over and over and over and over and over again just to try to get an upgraded weapon or whatever. Like that's not what I like.
I want a specific roll on this gun, so I'm gonna run this freaking mission 12 times until I get it.
Exactly. And then Anthem was, to me, Anthem looked and played almost the exact same as Destiny for the characters. They had the electricity guy, you flew around a little bit, and I was like, looks like Destiny. I didn't enjoy Destiny. I was like, it looks the exact same, so I didn't even buy it. And sure enough, it was released, and it just was
It flopped hard.
It flopped.
It was so bad.
It was bad. But it didn't flop for the reasons I thought. It just didn't do
I wish
well.
they would have done the Siege model, where the game originally flopped, and then they were like, we're putting effort into this, and it revived itself. Now it's not so hot anymore, but
sounds a lot like No Man's Sky. That's all I'm saying.
No Man's Sky, yeah.
Look, I got into that recently, and damn, that is a damn good game now. It's got a lot of fucking stuff to do in that.
You could spend hours.
I did spend hours
and hours.
See how much
the rest
time
of your life in that world.
Let's see, how much time have I spent on No Man's Sky? So I only recently got it, and I spent 32 hours in it already.
Oh my
God. I just straight up sat there and played it, man.
That's one of those games where you get lost in what you're doing, and next thing you know, it's 3 a.m.
That's exactly what happened. I look at the time, I was like, oh fuck, it's 4 a.m. And I was like, I gotta get off after I do this mining real quick. Exactly what happened. Yeah, No Man's Sky that was a good game. I still play it, but it's a good game.
Yeah, it's one of those games to play when nobody else is on to play co-op games and stuff.
Yep. sitting on a big ass pile of cash in that game, and I'm like, just buy upgrades as I need them.
Yep. Get yourself a freighter.
Yep. Soon enough I will. That's my next plan. Well, anybody else got anything? Sorry, that was another little tangent that we just went off. But if anybody
all
else
this
has
is.
anything, yeah, it's true. That's all this is.
Pretty
We're just here.
much.
We're just here for a good time. If nobody else has
No.
anything,
I think we're coming up on an hour, so I mean it's probably good timing.
yeah, it is.
I
We're,
don't have
we're at
anything.
55.
No, all I had was the Harry Potter and just the random shit that we talked about. VR stuff.
VR stuff is cool. I'm looking forward to that. Ryan, you got anything?
No, we're good.
Good. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it there. So anybody that's listened this far, make sure to like the video. Feel free to subscribe. I think Major might be uploading his own as well. It's gonna be the same thing, I would assume, but
I'll just
It's
steal it
a-
from Zach.
yeah. I'll link his channel in the description as well. And everybody's Twitch and Mezzy's YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
Like the video, share it. Like him especially because that helps with the YouTube algorithm, considering that most of our viewers seem to be finding this on their own and not subscribed. So other than that, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Deuces.